Okay. So we'll just do that, I guess. Alright. Thanks for the help. Right back.
Well, that was the big hit.
So
Right there.
you guys can take your headsets off, and we're just gonna do. So this is on right now. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna put this in the middle, and then you guys can just talk freely, like without
Okay.
the headphones.
We're good now?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Carson Park in Eau Claire. We apologize for the technical difficulties on the audio side, but a productive bottom of the first inning for the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. With Sawyer Stein singling in Grant Locken for the first run, and then Cooper Jesperson knocking in a pair with an RBI single. So after one inning, it is Eau Claire Memorial 3, Eau Claire North 0. Bob Bredovich, Dave Sparger with you here at a cool and breezy Carson Park. And Spargs, good first inning for the Old Abe's, both defensively and at the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly where they wanted to start out this game. And, you know, getting out early is a big deal for Memorial. Anytime you play your crosstown rival, whoever can get on top early is going to have that advantage.
Roma Trapani is on the mound for the Old Abe's. I mean, he will be facing 4, 5, and 6 in the North order here in the top of the second. And an impressive top of the first for Trapani because he got two of the toughest hitters in the lineup, at least average-wise. Jack Kane, the leadoff hitter, who's hitting 393, and then Logan Hesselman, the number 3 hitter, hitting 387. You got 3 ground balls in the infield, and his defense did the job.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he threw the ball very well that first inning. Like you said, 3 ground balls, and it only took 10 pitches to get through that inning. So very productive and saved on that pitch count nicely. So, you know, Trapani's coming in, and he is one of the elite pitchers in the big rivers this year. There's no doubt about it. And you got a couple guys out of River Falls and Hudson, and Trapani finds himself right in the mix as one of the best in the conference. And, you know, his toughest outing was the first one of the year, but since then, his last 2 outings were exceptional.
This is James Jarzynski stepping in, the third baseman for the Huskies. Comes into this game hitting 273. One-0 pitch from Trapani catches the plate there, and it's 1-1.
Good breaking ball right there, Trapani. Didn't have to show a lot of those in the first inning, but came right there with a nice 0-1 curveball.
Jarzynski rips one to the gap in right center, but the wind holds it up, and Stoik tracks it down out there for out number 1. Coming off the bat, Sparks, I thought that was Gap for sure.
That was Gapper, you're right. I tell you what, I was with you on that one. I thought this is going to the fence, and then all of a sudden it caught that north breeze coming in, and it just hung there.
Yeah, wind blowing out of the north today, and at least according to the weather app that I use, 15 miles an hour, but I'm thinking that's a little... that's underselling it a bit. If you just take a look at the flag out there in center field, the wind is really blowing. 55 degrees now here in Eau Claire, but compared to some of the weather we've had, I think the guys will take it.
Absolutely.
Hard hit ball right side, and that gets through. Chase Watkins has the first base hit for the Huskies today. Under the glove of Sawyer Stein, who made a dive over there at first, but the Huskies have their first base runner, and now Ryan Hull steps to the plate. Hull hitting 320 on the season.
Talked to Jordan Fish before the game, and obviously with these wind conditions, he knew that they had to execute the small ball tonight.
Watkins has got pretty good wheels over there at first base. Trapani delivers up high to Hull. Already as many runs scored in this game as there were in the entire JV game. An entertaining game that the Old Abes walked it off.
Yeah, 2-1 final there. They walked it off in the bottom of the seventh.
Watkins will move up to second on the wild pitch. And if there's one thing to watch with Trapani, it's his control. He is a hard thrower, and when he's on, he is really on. But sometimes if he's missing, it can get away from him a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what happened his first start of the year. I think he had like 6 or 7 walks in that game. That really came back to cost him. But his last 2 starts have just been outstanding. He's only had 1 or 2 walks and a ton of strikeouts. He's got 23 strikeouts in just 17 innings.
Well, excuse me, swing. Austin Jaeger backpedaling, and he can't make the catch. Well, once again, that wind having an effect. Again, off the bat sparks, I'm thinking he's basically not going to have to move from where he was at second base. And the wind caught it and just pushed him into the outfield and unable to come up with it.
Yeah, you can't give up on it. You just got to keep your feet moving and stay with it because it's going to keep moving with this breeze.
Now Trenton Palmer steps in. Palmer, a .360 hitter, batting in the 7th spot for the Huskies. Trapani gets strike 1 over.
Huskies got an opportunity here now to answer from that bottom of the first.
Trapani catches the outside corner. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Came back with the slider there and got Palmer swinging for out number 2. So it'll be up to Knox Weathers, the catcher. Weathers hitting .250 for the Huskies.
Well, with 2 outs, any kind of base hit to the outfield should score Watkins from second. And still be going on contact in. He has good wheels.
Stoik playing deep in right. Center fielder Lock-in fairly shallow. Jesperson in left, medium deep. Trapani missing that outside corner. The count is 2-0 now to Weathers. Breaking ball upstairs. It's 3-0 now. Maddox Gertz waits on deck. Four-pitch walk.
Yeah.
It's going to load him up for the Huskies. Watkins moves to third. Ryan Hull at second. Knox Weathers over at first. And Maddox Gertz will step in. Gertz, another .250 hitter. Jack Gorman will run at first for Weathers. Check swing, called strike. 0-1.
Good pitch from Trapani there. Got it inside, tied him up. Important to get ahead when you got bases loaded. 2 outs.
There's another nice little wrinkle there, and Gertz finds himself in an 0-2 hole.
Yeah, good slider right there. He buckled him on that one. Gertz has got to find a way just to get this put into play.
Swing and a miss. Trapani pitches out of trouble. The Huskies threaten but do not score. We move to the bottom of the second with Eau Claire Memorial leading Eau Claire North 3-0 on Zaleski Sports.
Heartland Custom Homes is your local custom home builder for over 50 years right here in Plover. We are committed to making the process of constructing your dream home as engaging, efficient, and stress-free as possible. Our panelized construction is ideal for our central Wisconsin climate, and our expertise and workmanship give you the confidence to know that your home is in good hands. Stop in or schedule a meeting to talk about your vision and watch as your design takes shape before your eyes. You deserve the home of your dreams. Let Heartland Custom Homes bring yours to life.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Bottom of the second, Austin Jagger to lead it off for the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. Takes a strike from Gio Basile. Old Abes batting and leading the Huskies 3-0. Eight, 9, and 1 in the Eau Claire Memorial batting order. Jagger, Austin McGraw, Grant Lockett, scheduled hitters. 2-1 now, the count to Jagger.
Gio Basile's a senior for North. He's coming in with 16 and a third innings pitched. He has a 2-1 record right now with a 5.57 ERA.
Gets the inside corner there, count 2-2 to Jagger.
And really going back to that first inning, if without that error at third, he gets out of that inning with just one earned run, but unfortunately that kept the inning alive.
Foul tip, and catcher Knox Weathers unable to corral that one for the swinging strike three, so the count remains 2-2. Count now full to Austin Jagger. And Jagger works the walk, so the Old Abes, for a second consecutive inning, have their leadoff hitter on.
Yeah, quality at bat right there from Austin Jagger. Got behind the count and then worked it all the way to full and drew the walk. Even though he forgot what the count was, obviously.
So Austin McGraw will step up to the plate. Austin McGraw is ready for the cold weather. You see, he's got the hoodie underneath the jersey.
Yeah, he's the only one with the hoodie tonight, but
yeah.
You know what the weather is. It'll change.
Yeah,
he's ready.
windy.
He's
Well,
ready.
you know, as a catcher, he's in the shade.
That is
right
true.
now, yeah. This guy's philosophy is you can always remove layers, but if you didn't bring one, then kind of hard to add. Strike from Basile, it's 1-1 to McGraw. Squares the bunt, that pitch behind him. And it's 2-1.
Just a little behind him, yeah. We used to, as coaches, give our guys a little hard time saying he's got to turn and get that down, but, you know, a little tough when it's behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Squares again and fouls it off. Count is 2-2.
Yeah, he took that right off the fingers as he gripped the bat, took that one inside pitch. Really, he needed to get the hands out of the way, as that would have been ball 3 inside for him.
Yeah, still kind of shaking that right hand. Takes that one up and in, count is 3-2. So 2 straight batters. The Seal has gone full on both of those guys.
See if the old A's want to run here. Nope.
Little looper to short. Hesselman has it. Jagger hustles back to first. So McGraw retired and back to the top of the order. Grant Locken, who led off with the single and came around to score after a sacrifice bunt and a Sawyer Stein RBI single. Now the runner goes. Strike called, throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Jagger.
Yeah, Jagger made that kind of easy, as Basile takes a little bit longer time to get to home plate with that pitch. So
that one misses outside and low. Important game today for both of these teams beyond the crosstown bragging rights. Huskies and Old Abe's right smack in the middle of the pack. That one ripped to center. Palmer going back, makes the one-handed catch. And now a chance for the double play, and they got him.
well, Austin Jagger didn't watch the flight of the ball. He obviously assumed it was going to make it in the gap and took off. And boy, I'll tell you what, that wind, you've just got to make sure you watch it all the way, make sure it lands, because sure enough, it hung up there, and a great job of the center fielder tracking that down.
2 complete here at Carson Park. Eau Claire Memorial 3, Eau Claire North 0. Back with more on Zaleski Sports.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like. And you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Spectrum Insurance is an independent insurance agency offering a full range of personal and business insurance services throughout 19 office locations in Wisconsin. We have a team of insurance agents with diverse areas of expertise ready to protect you from the unexpected. Visit SpectrumInsGroup.com. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop for fishing season. Shop top brands and rods, reels, combos, and more. Plus, pick up live bait and your fishing license. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Get high-quality printed marketing materials at Allegra Eau Claire. Allegra Eau Claire, locally owned and operated and ready to serve you on East Claremont Avenue, just a block east of Memorial High School. Allegra Eau Claire is your one-stop source for design, print, mail, and signs. 715-835-1959 for high-quality printed marketing materials at Allegra Eau Claire and AllegraEauClaire.com. Looking to sell your residential property in the Chippewa Valley? Choose Jack Wallen Assist to Sell and save an average of $5,000. Jack Wallen Assist to Sell have been helping area homeowners sell their house and save thousands. Call Jack with Assist to Sell, 715-831-6410. That is 715-831-6410 for a free consultation. Looking for a place to feed your family after work, the game, or this weekend? Go to Pizza Del Rey for hot pizza, salad bar, and more. Pizza Del Rey has been feeding Eau Claire since 1976. Find Pizza Del Rey on North Hastings Way in Eau Claire and Facebook today. We're having a bit of a delay, and that's because catcher Austin McGraw is getting his right fingers looked at by one of the trainers here. McGraw was at the plate last half inning and took a pitch up and in right on the fingers, and that's a painful deal when you're gripping the bat and the ball winds up hitting you in the fingers. And it was one of the things obviously he was able to finish the at bat, but you're wondering, okay, is he going to be able to grip the ball and throw it? So,
yeah, that's the problem right now, is it's on his throwing hand. So they're taking their time, going to make sure he's okay to go.
And we'll take the opportunity to continue sharing information from all of our fine sponsors. Have all your landscape needs tailored to you with Grounds Pro Landscape Group, providing full-service landscape management services to residents and businesses throughout the Chippewa Valley. Lawn care, irrigation, decks, patio, and more made easy for you by Grounds Pro Landscape Group. Find Grounds Pro Landscape Group on Truax Boulevard and Facebook today. Calling all number crunchers, math nerds, and abacus sliders. Eau Claire Truck and Trailer is looking for a full-time bookkeeper. This position allows you to be in a great work environment with awesome people and top pay. Accounting professionals and bookkeepers, call Eau Claire Truck and Trailer today, 715-874-6820, or stop in at the office right off of I-94 at exit 59. And Austin McGraw is good to go, and we are as well. Top of three, Huskies back at the top of the order. Jack Kane, who is retired on a ground ball to second baseman Austin Jager. Second time through this Huskies order, and Sparks, one thing we've seen with North in previous games this year is second and third time through the order, they make their adjustments and start hitting well.
Yeah, they've been much more productive, obviously, after seeing the pitcher once, and now you get into the second, third time around. They're obviously, their batting averages climb immensely with whether they've been hitting the baseball late in the games. And right now, Jack Kane's up 2-0 in the count.
Takes that one for a strike. And on top of that, Sparks, it's a crosstown game, so there's a lot of familiarity between players on both these teams.
Yeah, absolutely. You grow up and you face these guys all the time, so it's really nothing new.
Curveball misses outside, 3-1 to Kane. Trapani wanting a new baseball. Kane lifts one in the air. Trouble. And caught by Jesperson, the left fielder. So that's a plus for the old Abes if you can retire Jack Kane in 2 plate appearances.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, he's a leadoff hitter too, so you keep that leadoff man off the bases. Sure helps your odds of preventing a score.
Brayton Tillman up to bat. He also bounced out second to first in that first inning against Trapani.
Boy, what an adventure, though. Every ball that's a fly ball to that outfield, holy smokes, those guys have to communicate and really stay with it because it is a challenge tonight.
Yeah, that one, in a normal day, that's kind of a can of corn for Grant Lockett out there in center, and he was just fighting the wind there. That thing just kept blowing away from him. The wind kind of knocking it down and in. So he had to give way to Jesperson, who did a really good job of tracking that ball. 1-2 now the count to Brayton Tillman. Yeah, it would have been easy for Jesperson to just say, okay, that's a fly ball to center. I'm not going to hustle over there. But obviously, coaching staff letting all their outfielders know, hey, everybody's got to be hustling and everybody's got to be moving out there and helping your teammates out.
Yeah, and those guys have the good wheels out there. That's one thing they'll always have in the outfield is speed. So they'll be able to get to those and track them down if they stay with them.
2-2 pitch. Misses inside, and Tillman has worked the count full. One out here in the third. And a swing and a miss. 2 down here in the third inning, and Logan Hesselman steps up to the plate. Third strikeout for Roman Trapani. Hesselman retired short to first. Part of that 1-2-3 inning. Second inning is when the Huskies loaded him up, but could not get the run in. 2-0 count. Three and one now to Hesselman. Trapani retired Kane on a 3-1 count. Struck out Tillman on a 3-2 count. Looper right side, and that's through for a base hit. Huskies have a runner on with 2 down in their half of the third inning. Second hit of the game for the Huskies off of Trapani, and James Jarzynski will step in. Jarzynski hammered one that started out towards the gap in right center, and then it was right fielder Mason Stoik who made a catch, but Jarzynski really squared up on Trapani in the second inning.
Yeah, about the last week and a half, Jarzynski's really been on fire. He's brought his average up a lot, and that's why he's moved up in the order of that the 4-hole, because he's been swinging it well.
Pretty good speed at first base with Hesselman, and Trapani is definitely paying attention to him over there.
I think Trapani's trying to help out his catcher McGraw, too, with that hand being a little bit of an issue maybe still. He's going to try to keep him close. Definitely took another step on that lead there.
I'm just enjoying the banter coming out of the respective dugouts.
Ah, there it is.
And they threw it away, yep. So Hesselman will move up. And Sparks, I agree with you. I think it's the fact that Austin McGraw is still dealing with some, we don't know the extent of what's going on with his fingers after he got, the ball hit him up and in when he was at the plate. And that one gets away, and Hesselman moves to third.
Yeah, that curveball simply got away from him. It came right off the fingers. Didn't have any control of that one. As that went behind the hitter into the wall, so backstop. So now running on third with 2 outs.
So the count in James Jarzynski's favor here, 2-0, and the runner has moved up to third base on an error by the pitcher and then a wild pitch.
Good answer from Trapani. Little slider, catches the outside. Good 2-0 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike. 2 down, runner at third. That one misses outside. It gets to the backstop. And Hesselman will score. So Jarzynski doesn't get credit for the RBI, but a good patient at bat. Huskies on the board. They trail 3-1. 3-1 is also the count on Jarzynski. Takes that one low. Inning continues for North.
Yeah, Trapani just cruising here at the top of the inning, and the first 2 guys are out pretty easily, and then all of a sudden he gives up the single and throws it away, and 2 wild pitches later he's got to run across, and the next guy walks. So coach is out there to talk to him. Coach Kaufman's going to try to settle him down here now, 2 outs.
Eau Claire Ford Lincoln Quick Lane buys nice used vehicles every day of the week except Sundays. We'll give you a fair on-the-spot cash offer with no pressure. Eau Claire Ford Lincoln Quick Lane. So now it's Chase Watkins. He singled in the 2nd inning, moved to 3rd when the Huskies loaded him up but could not score. Jarzynski, the runner at first, he's going. Throw down, not in time. Jarzynski, a stolen base.
Even with a little slip on the takeoff, Jarzynski able to get there pretty easy. Kind of stumbled out of his stance as he turned to go.
Watkins takes that one inside, and you're right, Sparks. Trapani was cruising. Got those first 2 guys, and just since then has just not been hitting his spots. Good strike right there. It goes back to the fastball and located that on the outer half of the plate.
Yeah, that one Trapani looked like he reached back for a little extra. That had some good pop to the mid.
Time was called before that pitch.
So one thing is pitchers, they're taught that if you already start your motion, finish it out. You don't want to all of a sudden try to stop and hurt yourself. So Trapani just finished his motion to make sure he was safe.
2-1 count. Now 2-2.
Watkins a little tardy on that fastball.
That one just missed. 3-2. Trapani wanted that one, but it looked just a hair off that outside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 run already across for the Huskies. Runner goes. There's the throw, and they've got Jarzynski out at 3rd. Huskies are retired in their half of the 3rd inning. They do get a run. Old Abe's coming to bat, leading 3-1 when we return on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com.
The biggest party of the year is just around the corner, and nobody does Cinco de Mayo like Cancun Grill. Drink specials and great food at all 4 Eau Claire area Cancun Grill locations. Celebrate Cinco de Mayo at Cancun Grill. Security Health Plan helps individuals and businesses find the right health insurance program for kids, adults, and families. Self-employed? No problem. Security Health Plan. Promises kept, plain and simple. And you can get Culligan Water for just $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. 2-3-4 for Eau Claire Memorial here. Bottom 3, Mason Stoic skies it on the infield. Jack Kane will make the catch. 1 down in the Old Abe's half of inning number 3. Sawyer Stein now steps in against the right-hander Gio Basile.
Well, Stein's hands down the hottest hitter in that Old Abe lineup, hitting over 517 now after that single in the first.
Yeah, knocked in Grant Locken with an RBI in the first inning, and then he came around to score. Stein ahead in the count now, 2-0, facing the right-hander Gio Basile. Chopped down to Jarzynski. He recovers, but he can't make a play. Wait, he got in between hops over there.
Exactly right. Yeah, he kind of froze on that one, which created that in-between hop. The only thing you can do as a third baseman on that is just come get it. You know, stay aggressive, see if you can't get that little short hop and pick it. But once he froze, he got that in-between and just ate him up.
Now Leo Lauscher will step in. Lauscher flew out to right field back in the first inning. Runner goes, and the ball gets away. Big turn by Stein. RBI situation now for Lauscher.
I was just going to say that. Now all of a sudden Lauscher's got a chance to drive in a run here with 1 out.
He takes the ground ball double play away from the Huskies. 2-0 now the count to Lauscher. Little chopper. Jarzynski's got that one. Throw across is high. And it pulls Watkins off the bag. So Lauscher reaches. So Roman Trapani, the pitcher, with the chance to help his own cause. And the Huskies will have a conference organized by the pitcher Gio Basile.
I think Basile just wants to bring everybody in and just calm them down, especially Jarzynski. You know, he's obviously dragging his head after those couple of mistakes, and we all know what's going to happen next. Sure enough, another one's going to get hit to you. You know that's going to happen.
Yeah, the ball tends to find you.
Yep.
And he's a good fielder. You know, having seen him this year,
Yep,
he plays a good third base, but in my opinion, Sparks, having played all the infield positions, third base is, I think, the toughest. In the sense that you'll go innings without getting anything hit your way. And then you're either getting the hard liner, the one hopper down the line, or that little dribbler.
Yeah, there's no such thing as an easy one at third.
No, that's 2-0 pitch. Catches the inside corner.
Might have gotten a favorable call on that one, so it runs it to 2-1. Huskies playing double play depth up the middle. First and third back here on this one.
That That one misses inside. Basile, everything to Trapani in this at bat has been inside. Three balls and a strike. That one misses inside. Trapani reaches via the walk, and the bases are loaded with one out now. Gavin Gerber will run for the pitcher Trapani. Cooper Jesperson steps in. His single knocked in a pair in that 3-run first inning for the Old A's.
Well, golden opportunity here now for the Old A's to tack on some runs. They had no hits yet this inning, but they got bases loaded due to 2 errors and a walk.
Jesperson takes that one in the inside corner, 0-1. Well, now the double play is back in effect, and the Huskies' middle infielders are playing at double play depth. The corner infielders are creeping in. Jesperson to right center, a long run for Ryan Hall. He makes the catch. His throw, very close but safe, is Sawyer Stein.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. A lot closer than I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. Good arm out there in right field. Ryan Hall made a bang-bang play at home plate with that toss. He got behind it and threw a rocket to home. Sawyer Stein able to beat it just by enough.
So a sacrificed fly for Cooper Jesperson. He has knocked in 3 of the Old Abe's 4 runs. Blake Buer now steps in. He flew out to right field his first time up. Chomps that one foul.
The Seals got to find a way to get out of this inning with only giving up the 1 run. He's got to bear down and see if he can get him here. Good pitch. Gets up 0-2. Nice job by him.
Yeah, threw that curveball and crossed up Buer, who was kind of leaning back, and then watched that one come across.
High fastball gets him. Nice pitch.
Basile climbs the ladder, but the Old Abe's do pick up another run. And after 3 complete, it's Memorial 4, North 1 on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
We are back at Carson Park. 3 innings in the books in Eau Claire Memorial. 4 runs on 3 hits. The A's have committed 2 errors. Eau Claire North coming to bat. Huskies have 1 run on 2 hits. They've committed 3 errors as well.
Yeah, the errors have been costly today for both teams. It's allowed those runs to get across.
Well, Sparks, you coached in this game for a number of years as an assistant and then many years as a head coach. And no matter what you say as a coach about, hey, play it like it's a regular game. Yeah, enjoy the spectacle and all the fans. But sometimes, even though the kids understand the message, there's that little piece inside that, wow, it's North Memorial. I want to have a big game.
Absolutely. That the key is that you say, hey, play the game. Just play the game. Doesn't matter who you're playing it against. But you're right. When they know the guy that's in the box, they know the pitcher, they know all the back history, sometimes they're good friends with each other. And it just makes it a different game, that's for sure.
Ryan Hall reached on an error back in the 2nd inning. 1-1 count now. Neither team has any activity in its respective bullpen. They'll be back here at Carson Park Thursday. North will be the home team of that one, and we'll, of course, have it for you on Zaleski Sports. 6 p.m. scheduled start. Which does two things, Sparks. It lets the parents get down here and watch their sons play, and also lets the JV teams get a chance to play at Carson Park and a walk to Ryan Hall.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about playing this game like this. You play like a doubleheader where the JV gets a chance to play at Carson Park, and for most of those guys, that's the first time they've ever been here. So it's a great opportunity for them to experience the excitement of playing at Carson Park.
Trenton Palmer steps in. He struck out back in the second inning. Driven deep to right, Stoik going back, and it is gone! Trenton Palmer, 2-run homer to right. And that makes it 4-3.
Well, how about the wind helping you there? Shot out to right field, he got it up in the air, and with that wind blowing across, it just gave it a little extra carry and got out of here on the short porch.
A no-doubter to right. Fireworks here at Carson Park. And now Knox Weathers will step in. That was a blast.
Yeah, it sounded good off the bat. We just didn't know if it was going to carry, and especially with the wind today, and it just got to get a little extra boost.
Yeah, that got up in that jet stream, and that just carried all the way out in the fan deck. And Huskies right back in it. Each team now with 3 hits. Weathers a little tardy on that one. 1-2 the count there. And Trapani comes back with a nice pitch to ring up Weathers, one down here in the 4th.
Yeah, good answer there from Trapani. Just gave up the 2-run shot, gathered himself, good composure, come back and get Weathers for the strikeout for the first out of the inning.
1 score to pass along from the BRC. It's River Falls defeating Rice Lake 3-2. So Wildcats keeping pace with leaders Chippewa Falls and Hudson. Bounce to first. It takes a bad hop for Stein. Close play. They got him.
Yeah, Gertz kind of an awkward tumble there over at first base. Was trying to decide if he was going to run through or go head first. Got kind of stuck in between there, and we'll have to see if he's going to be all right here to take the field. He's hurting a little bit after that awkward slide into first.
He is, yeah. I don't know if I think he may have just caught the corner of the plate with, like with his chest. Jack Kane coming to the plate. Kane 0 for 2, which is not something we say very often. Well,
that sure is not.
Covering North baseball games. Kane came into the game hitting .393.
Well, and even more than the .393, it's just his on-base percentage, the amount of walks he draws and everything else. And so, like I said, if you can keep him off the base paths, you're going to draw some success from that.
Hudson Raiders pick up a win at New Richmond, 5-0. Ben Burkhoff tossed a no-hitter for the Raiders. Big lefty for Hudson.
Yeah, he's a real nice pitcher. You got 2 at Hudson, you got 2 at River Falls that are really good pitchers.
Hard hit ball, scooped by Jagger. The throw in time. Huskies are retired here in the 4th, but they pick up a pair on a 2-run homer by Trenton Palmer. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Eau Claire Memorial coming to bat and leading Eau Claire North 4-3 on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
As of right now,
We are back at Carson Park, bottom half of the fourth inning. 4-3 game. Memorial coming to bat and leading North by a score of 4-3. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger with you. And Spargs, we've had a little bit of everything today. We had a 9-4 double play turned by the Huskies, a 2-run homer. Cooper Jesperson of the old A's, 3 runs batted in. Seen a little bit of everything today.
Yeah, not really surprised when you get North Memorial matched up. You're going to have a good ball game. It's going to be tight all the way, and you're going to have some interesting plays, to say the least.
Wind is really blowing now. Take a look at the flag out there in center field, and that thing is fully extended, blowing right in at the hitters, which make that 2-run Trenton Palmer homer in the top half of the inning even that more impressive. He crunched it pretty good. I think ordinarily maybe that's maybe either tracked out on the warning track or maybe a one hopper that hits off the fence in right center. Instead, that got up in the air and just blew it out to right. There's a chopper right side. Jack Kane has got that one. And the throw over to first for out number 1. Austin McGraw now steps to the plate. McGraw, soft liner out to the shortstop, Logan Hesselman, back in the second inning. And it was during that at-bat that he squared to bunt, but the ball hit the fingers of his right hand. Right side, first baseman, Watkins has it, and then the throw to Basile pulled him off the bag, and I'm not sure who was calling down there. You could hear somebody, whether it was Watkins or Kane, saying me, and
yeah, I got no problem with
just
Watkins
a little
taking
bit of
that.
hesitation.
Yeah. Yep, because that was a tricky one. It was cued off the end, and Watkins easily had to play for it. But, Basile trying to come over and cover, it was just one of those where he's trying to catch and find the bag at the same time, and that gets really tricky. So either he's got to try to get to the bag and then catch it, or they got to try to feed it to him a little bit earlier. Trying to do both at the same time makes it a very difficult play.
Ruled an infield hit. Elliott Height now the runner at first base. Grant Lockett steps in. Lockett 1 for 2. He scored a run back in the first after singling, and then he was part of that 9-4 double play. Actually, that was an 8-4 double play. Want to know the count now to Grant Locken. Little inside pitch, quick throw down by Weathers. Fairly close play at first, but Height, the courtesy runner, able to get back in time. Sun peeking out just a bit behind the clouds. making it maybe a little easier for those guys on the right side of the diamond, the fielders, not have to deal with the sun. Here's a little roller. Kane, the scoop, plays at first for the outs. Elliott Height moves down to second, but we have two down here in the Old Abe's half of the fourth. Mason Stoik coming to the plate.
Gio Basile really has pitched a nice game tonight. He's on the short end right now, 4-3, but he's only given up one earned run. Those other three are all unearned, as he's had some errors behind him. As we look over, the Huskies have got their bullpen starting to get warmed up, but really, Basile has done a really nice job of keeping his team in it.
Yeah, he's settled down, and especially at the high school level, fielders, Huskies have committed 3 errors. Hasn't let that bother him. Ahead in the count to Stoik, 0-2. Line to the gap, and that's going to get down. Stoik an RBI single. Elliott Height comes around to score. Abe's get one of those runs back. It's now 5-3.
Clutch hit from Stoik. Found himself on 2 strikes on him, battled and found that gap in right center to drive in that run. That's a big run for the Old Abes.
Sawyer Stein now stepping in for the Old Abes. Stoik is running. Throw down, not in time. Stolen base for Stoik. So how about Jesperson with 3 RBI, Stoik with an RBI, guys that are probably better known for their basketball prowess, getting it done in a crosstown baseball.
That's true. Go figure they'd step up on a crosstown rival, though.
Good scoop by Knox Weathers, the catcher there. Keeping the runner down at second. Count now 1-1 to Sawyer Stein, who's
got to be careful here pitching to Stein. You've got an open base now, and he's probably one of the most prolific hitters in the conference with a .520 average. So
takes one there, 2-1. Stein singled in a run in the first, came around to score. Reached on an error in the third and came around to score. Driven deep to left.
Wynn's going to bring
Tillman
that back.
going back and makes the catch.
Wrong night for that. Any other night, and that's on the middle of the football field.
Old Abes are retired in their half of the fourth, but they pick up another run. And after 4, the Old Abes lead the Huskies 5-3 on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
We are back at Carson Park, 5th inning. Eau Claire North Huskies coming to bat. 2-3-4 in their batting order. Brayton Tillman, Logan Hesselman, James Jarzynski against the right-hander Roman Trapani, who was cruising along last inning and then gave up a 2-run homer to right to Trenton Palmer, but Abe's picked up a run for their pitcher in the bottom half of the fourth, so it's 5-3. Huskies batting, top of 5. Strike called there to Tillman. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Huskies got 2, 3, 4 in the order up, and it's their third time around, so they should be getting some better looks at him now.
There's a bunt fielded by Trapani, and he's able to throw out the speedy Tillman at first base.
Yeah, Tillman tried to put a drag bunt down, but put it to one place he couldn't. That was right back to the pitcher. If he gets that left or right, he's going to beat that out.
Another big-time pitching performance tonight in the Big Rivers Conference. Chippewa Falls defeating Menominee 4-0. Easton Bob, 14 strikeouts.
That's a big night.
Yeah, 14 out of 21 outs recorded via the strikeout. Yeah, there are a number of guys that are really quality pitchers.
Well, and Bob's dad actually was drafted and played in the Dodgers organization.
Is that Shane?
Jason, I think.
Jason. Okay.
Yep, he was the head coach at Chippewa for a while.
Good
pitch.
Swing and a miss. Hesselman down on strikes.
Good fastball there off the edge. Got him to chase.
Hesselman retired. He has one of the 3 North hits. And now it's James Jarzynski who reached via the walk back in the 3rd. It's a strike from Trapani. One and one. Lifted high in the air on the infield. Jagger, the second baseman, makes the catch. And Roman Trapani works a 1-2-3 feet 5th inning. Old Abe's coming to bat. Bottom 5 when we return on Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Heartland Custom Homes is your local custom home builder for over 50 years right here in Plover. We are committed to making the process of constructing your dream home as engaging, efficient, and stress-free as possible. Our panelized construction is ideal for our central Wisconsin climate, and our expertise and workmanship give you the confidence to know that your home is in good hands. Stop in or schedule a meeting to talk about your vision and watch as your design takes shape before your eyes. You deserve the home of your dreams. Let Heartland Custom Homes bring yours to life.
Bottom of the 5th inning at Carson Park. Eau Claire Memorial coming to bat. And leading 5-3 over Eau Claire North. Leo Lauscher, Roman Trapani, Cooper Jesperson. Scheduled hitters for the Old Apes. Looking to add to their 2-run lead.
The Seal needs to have a good inning here, shut the door on the Old Apes, and get back in that dugout, leave the Huskies within 2 to make this a good chance for the Huskies to catch up.
Lauscher 0 for 2, reached on an error in the 3rd inning. Takes that one inside from Basile. Yeah, Basile is held his team in this one. He's given him a chance. Big hack from Lauscher sends that one into the pines.
Yeah, Memorial has 5 runs tonight, but only 2 earned. Unfortunately for the Huskies, every time they've made an error, that has come around to score.
One pitch. Now the home plate umpire says it hit Lauscher in the box. Jordan Fish is going to want an explanation.
Yeah, he called her right away. He said dead ball, but It hit down, and actually I think it hit his bat a second time, actually. I don't think it really hit Lauscher in the box. It actually came up and hit his bat a second time, and that's what killed it dead.
So ruled a strike, 1-2.
Well, Coach Fish knows how important this first out is, and so he really wanted that call to go his way.
Strike 3 called. Lauscher retired on strikes. Now Roman Trapani, the Abe's pitcher, will come to bat. Trapani reached on an error in the first inning, also stole a base, and reached via the walk.
Hit by pitch this time.
And he's hit that time, so Abe's have a base runner. Once again, Gavin Gerber will be the courtesy runner.
Gavin Gerber. Well, that's exactly why Trapani wears that left elbow guard. He's used to taking stuff inside and just wearing it off the guard.
Now here's Cooper Jesperson. Singled in a pair of runs in the first inning. Brought home another run in the third with a sacrifice fly. Adding to his RBI total.
You'd think Gerber will be looking for a chance to steal his base, as he wants to get into scoring position with one out. We know he has good speed from the football season, that's for sure.
Yep. Now 0-1 to Jesperson. There goes, swing and a miss, throw down. Got him!
Oh, perfect
What a
spot.
tag by Jack Kane and a great throw by Knox Weathers.
Weathers putting it right on the spot, and like you said, Kane did a great job of just catching and bringing it all in one motion as he swept it by him. Big out, the second out of the inning.
And the count now 0-2 to Jesperson. That one misses inside, 2-2. Well, despite the 2 errors, or 3 errors actually, for North, Huskies have turned in some nice defensive plays.
Jesperson having a good at bat now, being able to drive us to a full count. DeSeal trying to get out of this inning with no damage.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Jesperson is on via the walk. Blake Buer will step in. Buer 0 for 2.
At bat, shortstop, Blake Buer.
There is activity down in the Old Abe's bullpen. Nothing going at the moment on the Eau Claire North side. That one gets away from catcher Weathers. Jesperson, big turn down at second. He'll hold there.
Well, just like that with 2 outs, Old Abe's with a man in scoring position. And getting late in the game here now. Huskies got to try to prevent that from scoring, especially here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th.
One pitch. Bounce to Jarzynski. And no play to be made.
That was a tough hop right there. That one had that top spin on the second bounce, came up and just ate him up. We'll have to see what the official scorer wants to give that. He's going to give that a tough hop single, it looks like.
Now Austin Jagger will step in. RBI situation. With 2 down, 2 on here. Bottom 5.
Well, we do have to give Jarzynski some credit to at least get in front of that and knock it down. If that gets through, the Old A's might get another run on the board.
Yeah, agreed. Strike 3 call. 2 strikeouts that inning for Gio Basile. 5 complete here at Carson Park. Eau Claire North will come to bat in the 6th inning, trailing Eau Claire Memorial by a score of 5-3 on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Sixth inning here at Carson Park. Eau Claire Memorial leading 5-3 over Eau Claire North in the Crosstown Showdown. First one of 2 this week. These 2 teams will be back here at Carson Park on Thursday. We'll have that one for you as well on Zaleski Sports. Huskies will send up Chase Watkins, Ryan Hall, and Trenton Palmer against the right-hander Roman Trapani, who has scattered 3 hits. One of those a 2-run homer by Trenton Palmer. Who is scheduled to hit this inning. Again, wind continues to blow here at Carson Park. Blowing in, but also a little bit left to right.
You know, Brett, I really thought it'd be much more of a factor tonight, but it really hasn't had much issue as far as making plays for the guys. Probably the biggest factor was that 2-run home run.
That one ripped to the gap in right center. Cut off by Stoik with Chase Watkins. Is on with his second hit of the game. He has been on base all 3 times.
Yeah, good rip right there by Watkins, taking that fastball right there into the gap for an easy single. Great start to the 6th inning for the Huskies.
So Ryan Hall will come to bat. Cole Rupert is the courtesy runner down at first for Watkins. So Ryan Hall, the tying run, will step to the plate for the North Huskies. Hall's been on base twice, reached on an error, walked and scored on the Palmer homer, 4th inning. A late breaker right there by Trapani. Nice pitch. He's ahead in the count. Owen.
You'd think the Huskies would be playing it safe now and not be sending that runner. They are down 2.
That went a little high, count 1-1.
Leo Lauscher in at third, just in case they want a bunt here for the Huskies.
That one ruled a strike is 1-2. Middle infielders playing for that ground ball double play. Up and in, 2-2.
You know, Coach Fish and the Huskies are always known for being the ability to play small ball. But boy, it is so hard when you fall behind 3-0 in the first inning. You just can't go to that small ball. You've got to be able to hit away and try to get a crooked number up there.
Check swing. He went. Paul retired on strikes. Good pitch by Trapani and kind of tied up Hall there. Wasn't really sure if he could check his swing or continue or just take it.
Yeah,
So
good pitch on the outside black there, and he definitely went.
So now Palmer, who had a 2-run homer in the fourth. And Trapani delivers strike 2. When Palmer homered off of Trapani in the fourth, that was on the first pitch of the at-bat. But now Trapani ahead in the count, 0-2. One and two.
Not a bad pitch right there by Trapani, just out of the zone, a little high. Tried to see if he could get him to chase, but he didn't.
Again went off speed, and again Palmer held up, so now the count is even 2-2. Fouled straight back over the press box here at Carson Park.
Palmer, good cut on that fastball there.
Again, Trapani is going to want a different baseball from the home plate umpire. Count is 2-2. We have one down here, top of the sixth. North Huskies batting and trailing the Memorial Old A's by a score of 5-3. Strike 3 called. Painted the corner. Palmer retired on strike, second out of the inning, and now Knox Weathers, the catcher, will step in.
Well, he was toying with that strike zone that all the time when he had 2 strikes, was a little high on 2, and he came back with that fastball running on the outside edge for a good called third strike. Snaps off a breaking ball to start this and get up 0-1.
Runner goes. Throw down, not in time. Stolen base for the pinch runner Cole Rupert. One and one the count to Weathers. RBI situation. Strike called, 1-2.
Well, Coach Fish showing a lot of confidence in Rupert to steal that bag. Last thing the Huskies would want to be getting thrown out trying to steal the bag when you're down 2. So Rupert showing he can get it done.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. check swing. Weathers stays alive.
Yeah, I came with that little curveball right there, a little bender, and he took a little off it, and Weathers just didn't know what, but he fought it and fouled it off to stay alive. Yes, called a balk on that one, and that was actually the right call. I was quiet about it because I wasn't sure Blue was going to call it, but he definitely had a balk as he started his set and then kind of hesitated and stopped and reset, and that's a balk.
So with that, Cole Rupert now stands at third base. 1-2 the count to Knox Weathers. Two and two. Two pitch, strike three. Trapani strikes out three in the inning and strands a runner at first base. We move to the bottom of the sixth inning. Memorial coming to bat and leading North 5-3.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Bottom of the sixth inning at Carson Park. Eau Claire Memorial holding a 5-3 lead over Eau Claire North. 9-1-2 scheduled hitters for Memorial. Bottom six. Austin McGraw, Grant Locken, Mason Stoik against the right-hander Gio Basile, who has allowed 6 hits. North has also committed 3 errors, but Basile is giving his team a chance, and I think that's all you can ask.
Absolutely. You know, he's going all the way here to the 6th inning for him, and he's only given up 2 earned. You know, unfortunately, we talked about earlier, the 3 Husky errors have all come around to score.
And Sparks, all it took was for the umpire to call up to the press box and PA announcer Brian Knopp, who asked that the lights be turned on, and look at that, the lights are now coming on here at Carson
That can happen,
Park.
yeah. Blue tells you to get it done, it gets done.
1-1 now the count to McGraw. 1 for 2, he singled and scored on the Mason Stoik hit in the 4th inning. That was the 5th run of the game for the Old A's. And now we're getting a little activity in the Huskies bullpen again. Same right-hander warming up. Eli Rathke is thrown in the North bullpen. 2-2 pitch.
Well, the Old A's are looking to tack on a couple of runs here. As we know in these games, no lead is safe.
Yeah, we've seen our share of late inning drama in these crosstown games here at Carson Park. That's one of the reasons they're so fun. Strike 3 call.
Basile with a great breaking ball right there. Just froze McGraw.
Yeah, he gave up the 3 runs in that first inning, but was able to regroup after that and gave up single runs in the 3rd and the 4th. Grant Locken coming to the plate. Locked in 1 for 3.
Really, the score is not indicative of how well these two pitchers have pitched. You know, they've both been kind of hurt with the errors behind them.
2-0 the count now to Locken.
Locken 1 for 3 on the day with that single back in the first.
That one called a strike. That one misses outside. 3-1 now to Locken. Wathke is done warming up and he's heading back to the dugout. We'll see if Jordan Fish makes a move depending on the outcome here. Bouncing ball. Jarzynski has it. Throw across. Little high. But the tag applied by Chase Watkins.
Good footwork right there by Watkins over there at first base. Tucked behind the line there to kind of get that throw and keep his foot on the bag and even apply the tag just to make sure.
So now Mason Stoik stepping in. 1 for 2 officially. Put down a sac bunt in the first and delivered an RBI single in the fourth. Takes strike 1 from Basile. That one just missed outside, 2-1. That one also just off the corner, and it's 3-1 now to Stoik.
Yeah, Basile's got a chance to have a 1-2-3 inning, which he's just not had many today, but be a good time for one right now.
Ground ball. Jack Kane moves over and makes the play. Aves go down 1-2-3 in the 6th inning. Top of the 7th coming up. North trailing Memorial by a score of 5-3. That's coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com.
Top of the 7th inning here at Carson Park, 9-1-2, the scheduled hitters for the Eau Claire North Huskies as they look to put a rally together, and they will do it against Sawyer Stein, who moves to the mound from first base, replacing Roman Trapani, who's given up the 3 runs, including a 2-run homer to Trenton Palmer, but held the Huskies to 4 hits. Well, striking out 8. So if you're the Huskies, I kind of think you like where you are in the order, with Gertz, a 250 hitter, at least coming into this game, and then back to the top of the order with Kane.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got 9-1-2 in your order, and you get a chance to get rid of Trapani out of there. And now you get to go to their bullpen to see if you can make something happen.
Righty-righty matchup here. Stein delivers a strike. We've seen Stein earlier this year, and he's kind of here it is.
Yeah, and he was very effective. Yeah, he was very effective as last time we saw him.
Usually around the plate, fastball, curveball. Nice little wrinkle there. Gertz swinging over the top, 1-2.
Yeah, you bet. Took a little off that one, had him way out in front. Reach back for a little extra on that one. Just outside.
And you can tell Stein's an infielder because he works fast.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Infielder pitchers, those guys work fast.
Give me the sign, that's good.
Line to right, and that's down for a base hit. Maddox Gertz gets it started for the Huskies with a base hit. And back to the top of the order, and Jack Kane. And Kane was the second leading hitter for the Huskies, coming in at .393. He's 0 for 3 today, so if you're a Huskies fan, you would say he's due.
Absolutely, and again, the toughest 3 outs in baseball right here. The last 3 to win the game. That's why those relievers in the last innings get so much money. Get those last 3 outs. That could be trouble.
To left field, but drifting foul. Well, Kane is one of those hitters that he's very capable of using the whole field.
Oh yeah, and again, with the way the things have been flying out in right field over there, he could tie this up.
Representing the tying run for the Huskies. They trail 5-3, top of 7. Swing and a miss. Well, Stein took something off that one. Kane was way ahead.
Yeah, good changeup right there by Stein. Fastball first pitch, came with a changeup out and away. He's up 0-2.
Wouldn't go chase that high fastball there. It's 1-2. Kane skies one. Trapani going over near the fence. And it's just into the bleachers.
Wind might have been some help there for Kane as it drifted that one out into the bleachers.
Two and two now, the count to Jack Kane. Strike 3 call. Hated the outside corner.
Started that breaking ball off the plate, snapped it off and caught the edge as it came back to the back door there. Great pitch.
So now the left fielder, Brayton Tillman. Tillman 0 for 3, but he hits it deep to right. Stoik going back, it's off the fence. Runners will advance. Tillman to second. Gertz over to third.
That did not miss by much. Base of the fence out there in right field.
So now Logan Hesselman. Hesselman 1 for 3, singled and scored in the third.
Well, we talked about the Huskies being in the right spot in the order. You know, the number 9 hole hitter gets on with a single, gets it right up to the top of the order where they got their best hitters, and they're starting to make it happen.
Yeah, a couple good approaches this inning, Gertz and Tillman. And they are standing at third base and second base respectively. And John Rauch is going to have a conference with his pitcher and catcher. Pitcher Sawyer Stein and catcher Austin McGraw. And assistant coach Nick Peterson
Yeah, he's working
moving
with
the
defense.
infielders
Yep.
around, yeah. Getting the defense set.
Again, they can go ahead and play deep because you're not worried about the guy at third. You're worried about that tying run being on second. So biggest thing for the infield right now is nothing can get through.
So here's Hesselman. Tying run down at second base. One down. Top of 7.
Hesselman 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored.
Came into this game hitting .387 for the Huskies. Takes a ball.
Brett, are we surprised there's drama in the 7th?
Not at all, Sparks. It just never seems to matter what year it is when they play Northern Memorial. Say no more.
That's a
That
base
one
knock.
line drive, base hit. They're going to send the trail runner. It's cut off. Now they got him hung up. Rundown continues. Diving home, and he's out at home. So an RBI base hit for Hesselman. Gertz able to score. Tillman out after that rundown. And I thought that was an aggressive move by Jordan Fish in the third base coaching box by sending the guy. And again, just unfortunate, he lost his footing.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was trying to slam on the brakes, like he wanted to change his mind or what, but you're right. I think Coach Fish had him going right out of the gates, like, let's go, let's make you throw him out at home. And like you said, he lost his footing, and then Old Abe's executed the rundown, did their job, and got the second out, and he still maintained that one-run lead.
So now here's James Jarzynski. Chance to tie it up for the Huskies. It's 5-4. Swing and a miss. Again, that off-speed pitch by Stein. Looks good on the way in, and then it just looks like a fastball. You're swinging for a fastball, and you get the change instead. 0-1. Heath in the corner, it's 0-2.
Falls down 0-2, but what an opportunity here for Jarzynski. He's had a tough night in the field. He can make up for it right here for the Huskies with a base knock and tie this game. So he's trying to redeem himself here.
Huskies down to their final strike. Oh, that one gets away. And Hesselman advances to third.
That's kind of a big deal. You can score so many different ways from third than second. So it does make it a little interesting now with that tying run only being 90 feet away.
Yeah, a little extra pressure on the infielders now, too.
Yeah, you've got to make a play to get the out. It's not a matter of just knocking it down to prevent him to score. You've got to make a play for an out here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bouncing ball, Lauscher!
And there it is.
Under his glove, the Huskies have tied it!
Well, like we said, that wild pitch gets away or that pass ball and you get him at third. If he's still sitting at second base, he doesn't score. So right there, Jarzynski just putting it in play with 2 strikes, and he gets that run to score.
And now you've got a speedy runner over there at first in Jarzynski. Chase Watkins, who's got a pair of hits and a walk.
Yeah, I think Jarzynski's going as soon as he can. Absolutely.
Not that time. And Watkins takes a ball.
Yeah, you're going to try to get Jarzynski to second base here with a steal because you want Watkins to be swinging with a man in scoring position here.
Fouled at the plate, 1-1. Yeah, Sparks, drama. Crosstown game. It never fails.
Yeah, and just, again, a crazy way to make it happen. It always seems to be.
2 runs across this half inning for the Huskies to tie it. Strike delivered by Stein. Watkins down on the count, 1-2. So now the Abes 1 strike away from getting out of this mess and getting up to bat bottom 7. Driven to left.
That's just gonna hang.
Jesperson makes the catch. But the Huskies pick up a pair. And this game is tied 5-all as we head to the bottom of the 7th here at Carson Park. You are watching Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
We're all tied, 5 apiece here at Carson Park. Eau Claire Memorial coming to bat, and they will face North reliever Eli Wathke, who comes on to pitch the 7th after Gio Basile really battled through 6 innings, gave up 3 runs right away in the first, but kept his team in the game. Made some big pitches when he had to, and his offense coming through, a 2-run homer by Trenton Palmer. That taking place in the 4th inning, and then Huskies tacking on 2 more top of this inning. So Wathke, the right-hander, on, and he's going to face the heart of this Old Abe's order.
Yeah, the
Sawyer
Huskies.
Stein, Leo Laucher, Roman Trapani.
The Huskies had where they wanted to be, the 9-1-2 in the order. Old Abe's get to start where they want to be with 3-4-5 in their order. So Old Abe's just looking for one.
Stein gets a piece, sends that one out of play. Stein 3 homers on the season.
And it would have been 4.
Would have been 4, yeah.
For this win tonight.
You read my mind.
Yeah, his last at bat, he put one to the fence and left into the teeth of that wind.
Hard hit ball left side, base hit. Winning runners aboard for the Old Apes.
He continues to swing a hot bat.
Now Leo Lauscher steps in. And here comes Gavin Gerber to run for Stein.
Yeah, and that gets to be the courtesy because Stein has gone to pitcher.
So now here's Lauscher. 0 for 3 officially, reached on an error in the 3rd.
Well, in most situations, you've got to be putting the bunt down and try to get that winning run in scoring position. But Leo Lauscher, your 4-hole hitter, in an all-conference selection from last year, I think they're going to let him swing away.
Look for Gerber to be moving. Driven to center. Palmer drifting over, makes the catch. 1 down here in the 7th. Lauscher just got under that one. Now here's Roman Trapani. Trapani got the start on the mound for the Abes. Wound up striking out 8. Two and 0 now to Trapani.
Trapani is sitting on that 2-0 pitch. It has got to be perfect for him to be hacking on this one.
driven to left.
That might
and
be.
Deep. That's going to get down. Gerber on his way to third. There's going to be a play. Now there will not be a play.
Jarzynski, thinking there was going to be a play for home, set himself up as the cut guy when actually it was a play at third. So he tried to scramble to get back to third base and was too late getting there. And Gerber with that great speed, rounding second, beat the throw to third. We've now got the winning run at third with one out.
And Cooper Jesperson coming to the plate. 3 runs batted in already. A single, sacrifice fly, and a walk.
Yeah, Brado, you got to walk him. You got to put him on to load the bases with one out. That'll give you that force at home, or if you want to turn it up the middle, it gives you another one because you just, Jesperson is just too dangerous.
Yeah, you've got the, well, at least stats coming into this game. Jesperson, the 300 hitter, and then Buer, a 200 hitter.
Yeah, it just gives you so many more options. There's your walk.
And there's the walk.
Yep. It looks like the Huskies are going to play in, so they're going to take that out at home and try to run a double play through home.
Buer 1 for 3. Buer takes the ball.
As a coach, you might even tell him to take a strike in this situation. Don't be so anxious. Don't swing until you get a strike on you. All that pressure right now is on the pitcher.
Wathke delivers inside, 2-0.
Might be time for the red light right here. Just hold up.
Nowhere to put him. There's a strike, 3-1.
Good job by Rathke coming back with that big pitch on the outside edge. Buer again has to stay patient.
Line to center. Palmer makes the catch. Runner tags.
Play.
Here's the throw. Safe.
Buer gets the job done.
RBI sac fly. Blake Buer to score the courtesy runner. Gavin Gerber. And the Old A's win by a score of 6-5. 6 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors for the Old A's. Huskies, 5 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors. Old A's now 7-4 overall, 3-4 in the Big Rivers. Huskies dropped to 4-6 overall, 3-4 in the Big Rivers. It's going to set up another interesting matchup on Thursday. But Sparks, let's just talk about this game here. Back and forth, both teams had moments of just absolute brilliance, and then the errors, the walks, the wild pitches. But this game had a little bit of everything. If you were a fan, you were entertained today, no question.
Yeah, a classic high school baseball game, to be honest. You're gonna have those few mistakes that are made, but you just try to find which team is going to find a way to pull this out. And boy, it looked at first like the Huskies were going to make this happen in the 7th, but the Old A's came back to bottom of the 7th, and again, they find a way to battle, make some big hits when they need them. Sawyer Stein again just keeps that bat so hot, and he's going to come away with the victory as he was the pitcher in the 7th, so he was able to help himself out with the big W tonight.
Well, and he got out. I mean, yes, he gave up the run, or gave up the 2 runs that allowed the Huskies to tie it, but induced a fly ball out for the 3rd out. That gave his team a chance to come up to the plate in a tie game, which is a whole different deal than coming up bottom 7 if you're down a run or two.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and even there, the run that he gave up was just one of those where he made a great pitch, a slow roller that was a do or die situation, and they just Old Apes couldn't come up with it, and so they tied the game. But he didn't hang his head, like you said. He came right back, next batter, got him out, and again they came to the bottom of the 7th all tied rather than trailing. So, you know, again, when all you got to do is push one across, that makes it a lot easier. And we talked about where they were in the lineup, 3, 4, 5 to start that 7th inning, and it paid dividends tonight as those guys all made something happen.
2 runs for North in the top of the 7th to tie it. 1 run for Memorial in the bottom half of the inning to win it by a score of 6-5. We thank you for watching this Crosstown Showdown at Carson Park on Zaleski Sports. We will be right back here Thursday night. Same 2 teams, same 2 broadcasters. Sparks, we'll see you Thursday.
Let's do it again.
It's a 6 o'clock start time, so we hope you can join us again on Zaleski Sports. Once again, your final Eau Claire Memorial 6, Eau Claire North 5. For color commentator Dave Sparger, producer Gabby Anderson, I'm Bob Bradovich saying have a great rest of the evening, everybody.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.